Well, if that fisherman does not want my worm, then I don't know what else I need to do. Curious about this. Oh, there it is. The curiosity. Satiate
The
it.
traveler said, "You sailed in here. Where's your boat?"
I don't know if you'd really call it sailing if you don't have a sailboat.
Friend,
Would you?
You need a boat.
Yeah.
Go see the builder in the caves. Tell them I'm sorry I never came back.
Yo, we gonna actually get a boat? I figured, because this wall was obviously here, and obviously this was climbable. I was like, either we're gonna get a bomb to blow up these rocks, or something else. And we solved it. It's something else. There's no boxes over here. Yo, what up? So technically, we're, like, already done with this zone. If we, solve this. But you know we ain't doing that.
The stranger had blazed their own path,
What does this do?
created their own rock, their own islands.
I mean, straightforward enough, it seems. Well, that completely removes that one. Oh no. I don't know how to solve puzzles. Can I step on these? I'm gonna say I don't think I can bring this with me. I see what I need to do. Never mind, I solved it. My brain's working too fast. It took me a minute.
They did not need Ember's kindness. But still, Ember stayed.
Easy
Building a
peasy.
bridge, should it ever be needed.
Yeah, I am building a lot of bridges here. You know, getting through these puzzles pretty easily. It's obviously very early in the game. They are neat puzzles. I am enjoying them. They're concepts that I am into that I kind of can't wait to see them be, like, expanded on into, like, a harder kind of puzzle. Yo, this one's got, like, a little head.
The stranger met Ember's eyes. The two shared a moment of silence.
Alright, we'll see you. Okay, well, we need to go back up and to the right. That should hopefully get us to where the fisherman is. I appreciate, too, at least so far, that these ones are on, like, kind of side paths, aren't exactly hidden. Like, you can see there is a forlorn somewhere, and then your goal is to just find the way to actually get to them. Instead of, like, just vaguely, there's something somewhere, you just gotta figure it out. I'm trapped. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm good. Yo, what up, dude?
The fisherman murmured quietly between sorrowful breaths.
I like your fish hat. You okay, buddy? Oh, he's not okay. He needs to be puzzle solved. Is that a lighthouse down there?
The fisherman felt so useless. His former joys were hollow.
I don't think there's much else to do with this besides having it not be there. I mean, why do I have to solve this puzzle? I already know he needs a worm, right?
Sitting out there every day by the pond.
Just give him my, like, big wiggly
Only
friend.
the dark water to hear him talk. In that darkness, a glimmer flickered.
I'll bring it home.
A thought beating like a drum. A thought that went round and round.
I like how you have to kind of also, like...
Started with a frog.
The frog? Oh, I'm into it. I need to see this frog.
Every day by the pond, a constant reminder.
I like how you have to account for the handle on these rotating bits. Because, like, otherwise you can't walk around those. But hey, I got you, fam.
For a brief moment, the fisherman struggled to speak.
Like his beard.
He looked at Ember, hopeful.
And his dangle legs.
The fisherman spoke softly. There's a frog in that pond. A big one.
I know, I'm trying to find him, dude.
Saw him grow from a tadpole. We were friends of a sort. Spent every day side by side.
Please, tell me more.
So much better at fishing than me, that frog is.
Yeah, he's got a big mouth, though.
Catches him
like a
before I can
freaking
eat
whale.
them. Oh, it makes me feel useless some days. The fisherman sighed. I've wasted so much time feeling like this.
It's a bit of a bummer, dude. But I got what you need.
The old man looked carefully at the pond, at their rod, at Ember. Well, listen to me here, rambling on and on. It helps, though, telling someone. Thank you, Ember. If you need help catching anything, you just ask.
The dude just forgot to actually bait his rod, and that's why he's been having trouble. About the frog.
You saw the frog? Did the frog mention me?
No, I didn't.
You ask the frog about me, see what they say. Actually, no, just... Please don't tell the frog how much I talk about them.
No, you guys need to, like, reconnect. I need some help, though.
The fisherman
I don't actually know what I
noticed
need,
the
but...
broken net Ember was carrying.
Thanks, bro. Fix it.
Let me have a look. See what I can do.
So yeah, we do have to kind of go in between. That's neat, though.
With a silk thread, the fisherman carefully knotted it together. With each knot he tied, a net began to form. Here you go. Good as new.
Nice. Do you want my worm or not? About your bait.
Poor little worms. They didn't ask to be here.
Yeah, but I got a big worm.
But how do you fish without them? One for me, one for the fishes. Slurp 'em down.
You eat them too, buddy? About your hat. Can I have it?
Chased old Blue Betty round this pond for years.
Oh, Blue Betty, brown.
Best days of my life catching that fish.
I'm gonna be honest, dude, it's not that impressive.
Had to use myself as bait. Stuck on me head ever since.
You know, the story is impressive, though. Also, considering how depressed he was, probably not the best thing to say to him.
They say catching a fish isn't the point. So I tell myself that. I tell myself that a lot.
I feel like super bad for him. But he
If
don't want my
need help
worm.
Catching anything, you just ask.
Maybe the frog is active now. Bust it down. Yo, frog. Oh, frog's active. Yo, what up?
The frog stared at Ember, its belly rumbling.
Yo, you want a worm? Yeah, I'll come back later. Got a big wiggler right here for you. I'm dead. I'm dead.
This was not how Ember had imagined the end. The gurgling of water, a deafening heartbeat.
Can't believe I got bad end.
But then...
Oh, what a kind frog.
Frog returned Ember's good deed by leading them to a lost forlorn.
Thanks, buddy. Can I ask you to Remember that fisherman? I'm glad I pulled this switch earlier. Could also give us a shortcut, it looks like. A lot of things kind of in the area. Probably should get that forlorn before I start moving on, but there was that chain.
The Wanderer's Diary. The oily smell of frogs. They know more than they will say. They watch me watching them.
I mean, the big frog didn't really say much, so... Not too off about that one, buddy. Yeah, so like basically each quick load screen I need to watch what collectibles are in the area. Although, again, I can't imagine they're going to be like overly hidden in like a tricky kind of way.
The stranger stood alone. Their friends have fallen aside.
It's a little fish.
Retreating from what came next.
Ah, maybe we can like drain the water or something.
The stranger had ventured on.
Because we were able to like kind of interact with that other stone.
Now they were deep in the woods.
Do I need to do anything with this? I guess I could make a full path.
It felt so pointless.
But I think, wouldn't I have just been able to go fully around? I mean, this is more convenient. Like, I can just do this instead of going all the way around this. Granted, the explanation itself made that take about as long as just going around the long way would have been. Here you go, buddy. How many fellas have we collected? I know we still have to go get the key. But I feel like we got a lot of them.
The stranger spoke hesitantly. Is the campfire crowded? Let me gather myself. I'll see you there.
Yeah, I got loads of buddies over there. How you doing, Big Frog? Is that something? No, I thought it was a path for a minute. So this should be like a shortcut chain. I want to look at something real quick. This is nothing, but definitely felt like something. Uh-oh, where am I? It felt like something. Really thought I was onto something there.
The stranger spoke. You look hungry, friend. You bring any broth with you?
Why broth?
There's a cook in the swamp. Makes a broth like you wouldn't believe. Keep telling them that it doesn't taste right. They'll keep giving you more.
Okay. Need that broth for later. Curious if... So like the ghosts I think are just leading us a little bit. Yeah, nothing there where I walked and thought I was doing something cool. No bonuses around. Can we do anything? Yo, where'd that frog go? Fisherman. You gotta make up with your frog friends. Goodbye.
If you need help catching anything, you just ask.
Like the way he mumbles. Kinda wanna go back and see if if I can do anything else with frog. Potentially, like, return them back to the main water. Just seems kind of sad to have them stuck in the cave now. Although, funnily enough, wasn't that lily pad in here when we pulled the switch earlier? Yo, Froggo. What up? Oh, this is just where you live now. I'm sorry, buddy. I guess the fisherman had the last laugh now. Kind of a shame. I like the little frog in the lake. Oh. We got what we needed to uncage the other forlorn. I don't... One thing we don't have, though. It's probably this. I realized we did not actually find our way over to the one that was behind us previously. The solution was the foreground a bit more.
You ever had roast frog, friend?
I'm friends with a giant frog, so I think that would be not great.
Oh, how they crackle.
I don't like that. Frogs are my friends.
The stranger had been forgotten.
This might be a little bit more difficult than I'm ready for, because I don't know how this works. Oh, I see how it works.
They tried to follow as best they could.
Okay, so we need to, like...
But no one heard them when they fell behind.
Let me think about it. So these are synced now. And that should just do it. For a second, I thought I didn't actually do it. I'm just too good. Get me in there, buddy. I need that fire.
The stranger looked at Ember with surprise. Someone came back for me. Thank you.
No problem, buddy. Alright, now I think literally we're just missing the one that's in the cage. Like a shortcut down. Would have been nice. It's not like we're very far off, but you know, going from load screen to load screen to get out of here. Kind of meh. Not like it was a long distance to walk, but you know what I mean. So how we doing? I feel like I might as well just go get everything else before we... Well, the only thing is I don't know if there's a different dialogue maybe once we complete it all.
The ghost said, "Speak and I will listen."
Help me.
West of here, a cruel stone compound. Locked away without a key, an Ember turned for...
So help me straight up is just the hint. Thanks. I mean, it's not a great hint. I guess it points you in a direction.
With tears, the stranger said, "I had forgotten what warmth feels like." The stranger said thoughtfully, "I felt so alone. I was so lost."
Oh, I didn't even realize. It is a marshmallow on a stick, except it's frog, and that makes me upset. Because again, frogs are my friends.
The stranger thought, "I feel ready to move on." The stranger whispered, "Be kind to yourself."
Thanks, stranger. I actually needed that. Appreciate you. Let's say it would be kind of nice to have a broader, easier like indication of if you've collected all the boxes in a zone, but I'm sure it's fine. I'm also sure there's just a way back to do everything if you didn't do everything.
The key was nestled between, but it was just out of reach.
Yo, not out of reach when you got a fishing net, am I right? That's a rad looking key. I like how they made it like very distinct, so like it can't be used for anything else. I guess if you still had it in your inventory, like when you go into the next zone, there's probably more key things.
The old gate was locked.
Oh, I saw my
Ember
fishing net.
placed the key in the lock and slowly began to turn it.
I'm going slow, because that's what the narrator told me to do. Okay, maybe not so slow. Anything else over here? Obviously not. We got all the boxes.
The stranger gasped for breath. Dark water slipping above their head.
These little frogs. What do I need to do? I guess it depends if the water remains drained, right? Okay. So yeah, that's the initial thing there is assuming that water is going to just rise back up.
He didn't care if they sank or swam. Slowly the tides ebbed, washing over old walls.
And like immediately knew that was going to be what we had to do with that.
Harbor emerging from the inky depths.
Love these little frogs. They remind me of Final Fantasy IX.
Ember reached out a hand.
I haven't really said much about the narration when we're solving these puzzles because I'm just getting it done so fast, so quick. But I like how like it is actually Ember making like a connection with the Forlorns. We get like a small bit of personality for the Forlorn themselves. And also, the narrator showing up lets you know that you are solving the puzzle.
Look down. The ground feels good beneath my feet, friend.
Your feet aren't on the ground. What I mean by that, like the narrator telling you that you were solving the puzzle. Oh, the fella. I don't know the puzzle names, but the one where we had to place one of the statues on a small platform as we use the other statue to build the bridges. When we put that statue on a small platform, the narrator piped in. I feel like it kind of comes in every time you solve one step of the puzzle, so that kind of makes it more clear when you are doing things correctly, which is kind of funny.
The ghost said, "You have done all you can, little one. Your journey lies ahead."
Let's go.
Little one, your journey ahead will not be easy. The path to leave this place is blocked. I will guide others to follow after you clear the way.
Oh, I gotta do it? Everyone else gets to just hang out and eat frogs? Oh, maybe I did have to save everyone. Not like I wasn't going to not. But the way it was set up in the menu looked kind of like we could have just skipped it.
There are others like me who can help.
Our new friends.
You will always be welcome here in the forest.
So yeah, we could always just come back if I'm missing a box.
The stranger spoke. My head feels clear for the first time.
Alright, well, everyone's saved. Time to move on.
Once again, Ember could feel eyes watching.
Yeah, there was a guy there. Like, he was just right there. Ember. He was right there.
Ember approached the forlorn, but felt it was different. They said, I know what I need to do, what I need to feel. I don't want to be helped. Ember could not help. Not all problems were puzzles to be solved.
Nah. Force your way in there.
Ember uncovered a journal entry.
You have no choice but to help.
Dusk brings the longest shadows. The lanthorn comforts me. Soft melodies from home. The wild things listen. Yellow eyes in graying trees.
Neat. I'm gonna force my way in there.
Ember approached the forlorn, but felt it.
I think it's the same thing. That's
Ember
sad.
could not help. Not all problems were puzzles to be solved.
I know not all problems are puzzles to be solved, but it's a really sad thing to think that you just can't do anything. Anything over here? Nothing. I am curious about those big fellas. Look at they got like bird heads. Those guys look sick. I like the campfire.
The two travelers were
Small
talking
campfire.
quietly. Yeah, I got so lost in the marsh, you know? Why go anywhere else if it's safe here? Yeah, never having to worry again. The birds scare me though.
The guys dressed as birds? Or like real birds? Wish I had that big worm
You know
still.
where we are.
The crossroads, it told
I've
me.
been walking forever, lost in the marsh.
What did one of the fellas say? I think that the chef was in the swamps. Oh, see, this is why you needed a different key.
The crossroads gate was locked.
I don't got it. I got a fishing net, though. That's for later. I'd imagine with the fishing net, and presumably something with the chef, that they are going to be kind of like hard need it for progress. What up?
The guard joked. Another scrawny Ember from the forest. And with a bag looking all nicely and shiny.
It's not that shiny.
Both guards started looking at Ember with a deathly stare. The guard leered. The Forest King would like you, little scruff. Yes, come a little closer. Let us see what's in that bag.
Like a fishing net and a journal. Who are you?
We guard the door to the Forest King. Oh yes, we decide who gets to see the king. The Forest King will want to see you. Yes, come this way.
I don't know if oh, okay. I guess I'm going. Gonna say, there's a little bit more to explore, but not. They're gonna steal my fishing net.